Zealand-Aotearoa, land of long white cloth. New Zealand is made up of two main islands and a number of smaller islands, located near the center of the water hemisphere. The main North and South Islands are separated by the Cook Strait. New Zealand is long and narrow, like Italy, but upside down. New Zealand has mild and temperate maritime climate. New Zealand geography is isolation for 80 million years, and island biogeography is responsible for the country's unique species of animals, fungi, and plants. They have either evolved from Gondwana wildlife or the few organisms that have managed to reach the shore flying, swimming, or being carried across the sea. Before the arrival of humans, an estimated 80% of the land was covered in forests, with only high alpine, wet, infertile and volcanic area without trees. Massive deforestation occurred after humans arrived, with around half of the forest cover lost to fire after Polynesian settlement. Much of the remaining forest fell after European settlement, being logged or cleared to make room for pastoral farming, leaving forests occupying only 23% of the land. The forests were dominated by birds, and the lack of mammalian predators led to some like the kiwi, kakapo, and takahe evolving fightlessness. The arrival of humans has set to change the habitat, and the introduction of rats, ferrets, and other mammals led to the extinction of many bird species, including large birds like the moha and huss-eagle. New Zealand is one of the last places settled by humans. Some Polynesian population arrived on the island around 1200. The first European known to have reached New Zealand were Dutch explorer Abel Tasman and his crew in 1642. In a hostile encounter, 4 crew members were killed and at least one Maori was hit by canister shot. Europeans did not revisit New Zealand until 1769 when British explorer James Cook mapped almost the entire coastline. Following Cook, New Zealand was visited by numerous European and North American whaling, sealing, and trading ships. They traded food, metal tools, weapons, and other goods for timber, food, artifacts, water, and on occasion sex. The introduction of the potato and the musket transformed Maori agriculture warfare. Potato provided a reliable food surplus, which enabled longer and more sustained military campaigns. The resulting intertribal musket war encompassed over 600 battles in the 18th century, killing a lot of Maori. From the early 19th century, Christian missionaries began to settle New Zealand, eventually converting most of the Maori population. The Maori population declined to around 40% in its pre-contact level during the 19th century. Early, Maori adapted the tropically based East Polynesian culture, in line with the challenges associated with a larger and more diverse environment, eventually developing their own distinctive culture. Social organization was largely communal, with families, wanau, sub-tribes, apu, and tribes, iwi, ruled by a chief, rangatira, whose position was subject to the community approval. The British and Irish immigrants brought aspects of their own culture to New Zealand and also influenced Maori culture, particularly with the introduction of Christianity. However, Maori still regard their allegiance to tribal groups as a vital part of their identity, and Maori kinship role resembles those of the Polynesian people. More recently, American, Australian, Asian, and other European culture have accepted the influence of New Zealand. Non-Maori Polynesian culture are also apparent, with Pacifica, the world's largest Polynesian festival, now an annual event in Auckland. But now we try to interview a Maori. Watch it. Under some tree of eucalyptus, we find a chief of Maori basement. We are here to make an interview with one of the Maori chiefs of this region. Come on! Hi, can you explain me about the social position of Maori in the New Zealand society?
Certainly, the Maori population are relegated in the last grade of New Zealand society.
What do you think about the image of Maori who give some movies like Once Were Warrior?
This kind of movie show only a few characters of us. Maori are a generous people. We love our tradition. We are traditionalists, but we are open at a modern society.
New Zealand is the Middle Earth of Tolkien tales. It was used by Peter Jackson to describe the fantasy world of Lord of the Rings. And The Hobbit, one of the most important saga movies of ever. Look this country and this imagine.
Marca 23!